Hello and welcome to all the students. The next topic will study about electric cell. A source is required to produce a uniform flow of charge in a circuit. Such a general device that is called electric cell. There are various types of electric cells are there. These are used in a range of machines from wristwatches to submarines. Yes. Out of these, you must be aware of solar cells also. Yes, these are the solar cells. The main function of various electric cells is to maintain a constant potential difference between its two terminals. That is the main function. The electric cell works on the electric charges to maintain a constant potential difference. Yes, to maintain constant potential difference. Now we'll study about the construction and working of dry cell. There are various sizes and shapes of dry cells are there. You have seen we use this dry cell. I use in radio also. Yes. Watch, we use battery, we use a dry cell. So these dry cells, how they consist of, how dry cells are made, what is their construction. See in this diagram, you will see a dry cell. Here, this lead dry cell, if you remove its outer coating, then inside you will find a whitish metal layer. This is the Zinc metal layer. When you open, then you will find out a zinc cover. Yes, zinc metal, this cover, whitish. Yes. So here also you can find out the whitish color. Yes. This is the negative terminal of the cell. So this is called negative terminal. A whitish paste you will see. A zinc metal plate you will find when you open at the bottom of the cell, and that is a zinc metal plate, that is called as a negative terminal of the cell. Now carefully break open this layer. Yes, there is another layer inside. An electrolyte is filled between these two layers. There is another layer also, you will see that. Yes. So if you open, when you open the dry cell, here you will see zinc metal, that is the negative plate. When you open, there is an electrolyte that contains negatively charged and positively charged ions. These are the carriers of electricity. The electrolyte is a wet pulp of zinc chloride, ammonium chloride. The mixture of zinc chloride and ammonium chloride is inserted. Yes. So where it is filled? So here the mixture of, see, mixture of zinc chloride. Here the mixture of zinc chloride and ammonium chloride is mixed. That is called electrolyte. These electrolytes are the carriers of electricity. They have positive and negative charges. Ions are there. So the mixture, that is called electrolyte. What is the mixture contains? Zinc chloride and ammonium chloride. So remember, first we see the zinc plate at the bottom, white color, that is called as a negative terminal. Now if you open, there is a mixture of zinc chloride and ammonium chloride, that is called as a electrolyte. Electrolyte function is charge carriers. It contains positive and negatively charged ions. Now next. So there is a graphite rod at the center of the cell. Yes, you will see this is the graphite rod, a black color carbon rod, that is called a graphite rod, which is kept at the center. Yes, this is the graphite rod. Now this graphite rod acts as a positive terminal of the cell. Yes, so zinc metal acts as negative terminal, and this glass rod, sorry, this graphite rod not glass rod, this is the graphite rod. This acts as a positive terminal of the cell. So positive and negative terminals, yes. Now at the center, yes, you will see here, at the center you can see a mixture of paste of manganese dioxide, MnO2. Yes, this is manganese dioxide. A paste of manganese dioxide is filled. Yes, a paste of manganese dioxide, MnO2, is filled outside the rod. Now this is the positive rod, or it is a carbon rod, and outside the rod it is filled with the paste of manganese dioxide. Because of the chemical reaction of all these chemicals, so all chemicals are there and their chemical reaction take place, and this chemical reaction constitute a electric charge, yes, on the positive and negative terminal of the cells. Yes, and electric current flows in the circuit. So chemical reaction take place and charges are produced, yes, and these charges are flow in the form of current. So due to the wet pulp used in the cell, that chemical reaction proceeds very slowly, hence a large electric current cannot be obtained from this. Yes, because it is very slow. Yes, slow reaction is there, therefore electric current also slow. Yes, so large current cannot be produced. So because these chemicals are solid materials, they are pasted inside and their chemical reaction starts very slow. So compared to the electric cell using liquids, the shelf life of dry cell is longer. If we use the electrical cell, electrolyte is a liquid in state, then it will work longer time. So dry cells are very convenient to use, as this can held in any direction with respect to the ground and can be used in mobile instruments. So dry cells can be used in mobile instrument and you can kept anywhere. Dry cells can kept any direction, anywhere. So this is the construction. So dry cell consists of a zinc metallic plate at the bottom. It acts as a negative terminal. Yes. Now inside that there is a paste of zinc chloride and ammonium chloride is filled. Yes. They have positive and negative charge ions and they carry the charges. At the center there is a carbon rod, graphite rod, that is the positive terminal of the cell. And outside the carbon rod a paste of manganese dioxide is filled. So this is the construction. So the paste of all the chemical results the chemical reactions, which is very slow, and it carries a charges that flows from positive terminal to negative terminal and it constitute a current. So this is the construction and working of dry cell. So you have to draw this diagram in your notebook and study how dry cell is made.